Welcome to AI Dispatch, your channel for the latest AI videos on YouTube. If you don't want to miss these updates, please like, subscribe, and share. Today's video comes from Latent Space. Joining us are OpenAI's Kevin Weil, VP of AI for Science, and Victor Powell, product lead for Prism. Their central argument is direct. Human involvement in research slows everything down. By reorganizing the scientific workflow from paper writing to laboratory execution, they claim we can deliver 2050 level breakthroughs by 2030. Here's their case for radically accelerating discovery. The claim sounds absurd at first. Scientific discoveries scheduled for 2050 could materialize by 2030. OpenAI's Kevin Weil and Victor Powell present this not as speculation, but as an engineering problem with a solution. Their proposal restructures how scientific discovery operates, replacing human-limited workflows with what they call self-accelerating systems that break our assumptions about linear progress timelines. Victor Powell, the product lead for OpenAI's new tool Prism, challenges a foundational assumption about scientific writing. Academia treats LaTeX as a necessary burden, a typesetting language that forces researchers to separate thinking from documentation. You solve equations by hand, then wrestle with code to produce a PDF. Powell eliminates this division entirely. He positions the document editor not as a typewriter, but as a reasoning engine. The mechanism is GPT-5, 2 integrated directly into the file structure. Previously, you might copy text into a chatbot for feedback. Powell demonstrates this approach is obsolete. The model has context across every file in your project, enabling what he calls parallel cognitive tracks. You can draft an introduction in one window while the AI validates a complex mathematical symmetry for a black hole wave equation in a background chat. The editor isn't formatting. It's performing deep reasoning on frontier science, validating proofs, and generating 30-minute lecture notes from scratch in seconds. The shift moves from writing up results to collaborating with an entity that understands your entire project. Kevin Weil, OpenAI's VP of AI for Science, disrupts the conventional timeline for technology adoption in hard sciences. The standard assumption is that integrating AI into physics and biology will be slow and cautious due to accuracy requirements. Weil rejects this linear projection outright. He points to what he calls the 5 to 80 jump. His evidence comes from software engineering. AI models hover at 5% to 10% success rates on hard evaluations for extended periods, appearing useless to experts. Once they cross that threshold, they don't gradually climb to 20%. They leap to 60% or 80% capability almost immediately. Weil predicts 2026 for science will mirror 2025 for coding. If you aren't using AI for heavy lifting by year's end, you aren't old school, you are functionally obsolete. Once the model transitions from maybe useful to essential, the shift is instantaneous, not gradual. Weil targets a specific inefficiency in laboratory work. The romantic image of science involves researchers toiling late at night, manually pipetting fluids into test tubes. Weil views this as a fundamental inefficiency, requiring elimination. He proposes a future where humans are stripped of manual execution entirely. His concept is the self-driving lab. The structure inverts the scientific method's labor allocation. Humans define the search space, while robotic wet labs run experiments in massive parallel loops during off hours. The AI doesn't just analyze data afterward, it prunes the search tree in real time, deciding which experiments to run next based on previous results. Weil identifies the bottleneck of science as biological, our hands and our need for sleep. By removing humans from the physical loop, he believes we can compress the next 25 years of scientific progress into just 5 years. Weil presents an unusual business strategy regarding value and credit. In the tech industry, companies build proprietary technology to win accolades and dominance. If you solve nuclear fusion, you become the fusion company. Weil reverses this logic. He states explicitly, our goal is not to win a Nobel Prize ourselves. It is for 100 scientists to win Nobel Prizes using our technology. This isn't altruism, it's recognition of the surface area of science. OpenAI believes that even with AGI, no single entity can specialize in every vertical from structural biology to material science. The strategy positions the AI company not as the discoverer, but as the substrate upon which all discovery happens. They are building the bootloader for civilization-level breakthroughs, rather than trying to run the apps themselves. The team introduces what they call self-acceleration. Most people view AI development as humans, working hard to code better AI. Weil and the team describe a recursive loop that breaks this model. They reference an internal goal to have a fully automated researcher by September 2026. The definition of research changes here. They are actively using current models to speed up research into better models. If an AI can perform the work of a machine learning researcher, running experiments, analyzing data, and improving its own architecture, then the rate of progress creates a feedback loop that escapes human timescales. This mechanism underlies their claim of doing 2050 level science by 2030. It represents the transition from linear human effort to exponential recursive improvement. Weil and Powell operate from a shared principle. They refuse to accept human bandwidth as a fixed constraint, whether it's writing code, pipetting fluids, or verifying mathematical proofs. They view every human pause as a bug in the system. The question is, if they succeed in compressing decades of progress into a few years, is the human mind plastic enough to keep up with the science it ostensibly created? If you're interested in the video featured in this episode, click the link below to watch the original.